and we're going to read in Tibetan until we get to the through the fourth line on page 37.
Tun te ye che ting la ju na tam che le nam pa tro we ta du pa me she chi nyan che ya ta pa nyan chi re chi pu ya ta pa John den de me tru pa shi cha we sen chen tam che la pen ba da de we to sa we na so ma de sung xin de ba nam la de je de je ba.
To that end, I will now teach you a method that thoroughly liberates all suffering. Therefore, listen well, child of noble family, because the complete and perfect Buddha named Bhagavan Akshobhya seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings. He uttered this dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it.
Na ni de keto company is it?
Do you want us to say the mantra now?
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue from there for the next 3 lines, which includes the mantra of Akshobhya. In English or Tibetan?
English.
In English. The mantra is spoken thus. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, karma, padami, soha.
We try to 7 repeats.
Repeat it 7
7,
times.
yeah.
We're going to repeat the mantra 7 times. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, param, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, param, paranime, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, param, paranime, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, param, paranime, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, param, paranime, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, para, para, paranime, soha. Kamkani, kamkani, rochani, rochani, trotani, trotani, trasani, trasani, pratihana, pratihana, sarva karma, para, paranime, soha.
Down.
Now we'll say in Tibetan the remaining lines until where, Lama?
Then next page,
38.
38, bottom, here.
Okay, Lama would like us to continue with the sutra from the mantra to the next page through the third to the last line. To the second to the last line.
Here's so then this mantra is used in practice. Then if you father, mother, arhats, nuns, kills, even you destroyed to monastery, stupa, then if you put down to practitioner, put down the gossip, that can be for purified. If you get purified, then after your death, then Buddha, Akshobhya, then all the bodhisattvas under your, after death, they will come to help you. See, that's, they mention to also maybe English there, so Tibetan says,
So Lama is saying this mantra that we just repeated 7 times, even if in the past lives, we have killed our mother or our father, or killed an arhat, or a nun or a monk, or done damage or destroyed a stupa or a monastery or a statue of the Buddha, even these 5 heinous deeds will be purified with pure motivation and practice using Akshobhya's mantra. Even if we have put down other practitioners and said disparaging words for those who are on the path of Dharma, even if we have done those, that this mantra with pure motivation is also able to purify those negative deeds that we've committed. So also practitioners, people who have practiced this mantra after passing away in the bardo, Akshobhya and the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the Eastern Buddha field will be there to welcome us.
English.
Lama would like us to read it in English. Any son or daughter of noble family or guile pays homage to the Tathagata, the complete and perfect Buddha Akshobhya, and upholds and memorizes this dharani, will perfectly pacify all the wrongs they have previously done, including the 5 heinous deeds, the 4 rude downfalls, disparaging the assembly of noble ones, growing the greed. They will then say, "We welcome you now. This is right that we go together to the Buddha field we dwell in. After dying too, that person will definitely be reborn in the Pure Land of Tathagata Akshobhya."
Then the second part. Recitation.
In Tibetan, Lama?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to go. This is starting on the other mantra, Lama? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to speak Tibetan, Lama?
Yeah, the first button. Then come back to English.
Okay, you go start. Now we'll say, we'll go on in Tibetan,
Page 38, last
the
line.
bottom of page 38.
Shodani, Shodani, Sawa, Papa, Shodani, Shude, Shude, Sawa, Karma, Shude, Soha.
In English, moreover, child of the lineage, since the Tathagata, the perfect and Durgati Shodana Raja, seeks benefit and happiness for all sentient beings, he uttered this dharani mantra and had those assembled recite it. The mantra is spoken thus: Shodane, Shodane, Sarva Papam, Vishodane, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha.
7 repeats. 7 repeats.
Lama would like us to repeat that mantra 7 times.
Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani, Shude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha. Shodani, Shodani, Sarva Papam, Vishodani,
Vishude, Vishude, Sarva Karma, Vishude Soha.
go back to English for Tibetan. Buddha.
Say it in English, Lama?
No.
No. Continue in Tibetan?
Yeah.
All right, Lama would like us to continue in Tibetan,
Page 39.
page
Bottom.
39,
After mantra.
after the mantra.
Amri che po mo ka la la shi gi te shi she pa yang da pa zo be san je me son shong me ja po la yo da ju man chi be cha che de ma di chang wa Zemba Chen Kaba Yi Ji Tong Ge Man Ji Tsera Jang Ta Tu Ten Be Juru Kam Tu Ji Be Ne Su Ji Be Nu Tu Pa Juru Bo Po Song So Shi Le Je La Mo Ba Yi Che Pa Juru Zo Yi Ri Na Zo La Ke Shi Ten Ju Tang Je Le Pa She Pa Juru Tong Ma La Tu Shin Du Pa Tang Je La Yi Ju Ma Juru De Pe Le Me Ji Shin Ji Ba Tang Je Tang Cha Wa Juru Yang Da Pe So Wa Tang Xie Ran Den Jie Gu Kun Ji Shin Du Je Ba Juru Tang Ju De Wei Xie Yin Ji Zhong Du Dan Bei Qi Jun Ba Tu Ba Juru Jiang Ju De Bei Xian Tang Ji Zang Liang Bong Wa Mi Juru Yuan Den Tang Ji Ji Dan Yin Zi Ba Juru Yang Da Bei Dong Ba Dang Den Xin Di Bi Le Tang Je La Je Ba Juru Den De Nya Mong Ba Me Je Nye Ra Du Je Wa Juru La Da Me Da Ge Nam Du Da Du De We Nyo Wa Juru Na Na Juru Ta Tu Sin Je Ma Lu Ba Pian Le Shu Do Pa Mi Juru Ta Tu Sin Je Ma Lu Ba Pen De La Ko Ba Du Ba Juru Ka Nyang Su Lam Ba Tang Je Da Tung Su Yu Ji Juru Kan Du Je We Ne Su Ta Tu San Je Tong Wa To Pa Juru Tam Be Chu Chung We Pa Be Su Zhang Su Zhang Wa Juru Zhong Den De Ji De Ge Je Ka San Ni Nian Te Da Zhang Ju Sen Ba Da La Da Me Da La Ma Yin Ji So Da Je Ba Ye Ran De Zhong Den De Ji Song Ba Ngong Ba Du Du 193. Don't mind. Still 190.
Yes. And the first line on page 42.
Doma tanje patanje le namba trowe sumba so so. Go back to English. Yeah.
Page 39 in English to the end after the mantra. If any son of the lineage or daughter of the lineage pays homage without pretense or guile to the Tathagata, the complete and perfect Buddha Durgati Shodhana Raja, and upholds and memorizes this mantra, they will always remember their lives from the previous 14,000 eons. Wherever they are born, they will always attain a powerful body. They will have perfect faculties and have firm conviction in cause and effect. They will be skilled in the various crafts and will understand all the commentarial treatises well. They will delight in giving and will be repulsed by all objects of desire. They will engage in no wrong acts. They will have a right livelihood and wisdom, and all means will be free from harm. They will always hear the true Dharma and the presence of the spiritual friend unceasingly. They will not abandon their wish for enlightenment even for an instant. They themselves will be beatified by all good qualities. They will be endowed with perfect restraint and will fear all wrongdoing. They will always be without kleshas and be mild and thoroughly pacified. They will always experience happiness among devas and humans. They will quickly attain the unsurpassed state of complete and perfect enlightenment. They will never turn away from the 10 transcendences. They will always have the wish to bring about the benefit and happiness of all sentient beings. Exception. Whatever they practice, they will not engage in self-interest. Wherever they are born, they will always be able to see a Buddha. They will be counted among the noble community that protects the true Dharma. Had spoken thus, the community of hearer disciples, bodhisattvas, devas, humans, and asuras rejoiced and praised what the Bhagavan had said. The dharani that thoroughly liberates from all suffering and obscurations is completed.
Then this is the way endings. I like to another few words.
We are ending now, but Lama would like to say a few more words.
You know, for our busy life, these days, lots of people sickness and accidents, sufferings, different things. Long time ago, we don't have that kinds. But now, so much chemicals, all the foods, everything mixed. Then, for careful to our food, then also, some practices, morning, you don't know anything, but refuge. I take refuge to Buddha, I take refuge to Dharma, I take refuge to Sangha, I take Dhamma. 3 jewels, 3 roots. Every day morning, minimum 21 times. Never your accident, But you just rush, never think in the spiritual Dharma, never think into 3 jewels. Our other religions, you never think about gods. But Buddhist way is 3 jewels, 3 roots. You're thinking morning, always first, wake up, wash the teeth, wash the mouth, and then sit down, and minimum 21 repeats, refuge. Then, that does everything, you're okay. But just never thinking, just rush, then I can accident, sickness, all the things happens. So then I just to you, for so many people sick, so many people accidents. So then how to protect? Only at the Buddha Dharma can protect. Or our other religions, gods. You have to believe in gods, other gods can protect. Just only rush doesn't. More busy happens. Never endings. When you stop, the ending, but never you stop, never endings.
So Lama's few words upon closing are that he observes that we, in the West particularly, we seem to have very busy lives, and this busyness, this frenetic kind of life that many of us lead, sometimes results in sickness. We might have accidents of large and small, and in the end, this kind of life will lead to suffering, suffering in this life as well, and perhaps in future lives. So Lama's saying, long ago, perhaps we didn't have as many sicknesses, mental and physical. Perhaps that's true. These days we have a lot of chemicals that are put into our food. We have artificial food that never rots and so forth. So we have this kind of food, and we should be careful about what we consume, the qualities of the food that we consume. But Lama said, in addition to that, the most important thing is that we take some time each day to engage in the practice of the Buddha Dharma. And he is suggesting for those of us who know the refuge prayer to sit in the morning when one gets up, to sit and say the refuge prayer 21 times. So if we're always rushing around, we will never really, that thought will not really occur to us to get up in the morning, brush our teeth, sit, and repeat the refuge prayer 21 times. Lama said that doing that is creating a habit in the positive direction. So to repeat the refuge prayer, because we all need protection of various sorts, from accidents, illness, and the mental afflictions that are so prevalent in our world today, that it is really the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha that are really the protection that will be, as they say, have our back. It is the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So having a busy life, rushing from one project to the next, and so forth, that is a habit that we create for ourselves. It never stops, Lama said, it just keeps going. So he's asking us, or saying to us, mentioning to us very lightly here, to please take some time and say the refuge prayer.
Look, sounds. Someone accident or someone sick, that's all. Then the happy never use that sound.
So listen to that siren. Someone is sick or someone has an accident. If something happy is going on, you will never hear that sound.
See, that's, if you heard, that's the, never be happy, because, I will be careful. Maybe I will happen, that's kind of the same thing. When someone died, well, sooner or later, someday I will be died. See, that's you can remember to impermanence. Buddha never happy to impermanence. Buddha's impermanence to us to remind to impermanence. Impermanence, then we're scared. Anybody who wants scared to death, see, that's we need to protections. Protection only spiritual dharma, refuge, that's all. We're just too happy doesn't work.
So it may be that in our lifetime, in this lifetime, we never really have an accident or a major illness. Perhaps we have a life that is full of healthfulness, and we never suffer from an accident. And that would be good for us, but we all, no matter what kind of life we've led, accident-free or not, we all are going to face death someday. And so Buddha taught us about about impermanence and how impermanence is a part of samsara. He talked about impermanence so that it would motivate us. We're all, Lama said, some of us might be afraid of dying. And after dying, where are we going to have protection? What is it that is going to be there for us after our death? And Lama said, it is our spiritual, the spiritual practice that we've done, our spiritual core will be there for us.
We need to know spiritual or positive happiness. We try to have a new habit.
So now that we're alive, most of us are healthy, we're able to do things. He said now is the time to develop the habitual habit, the habit of engaging in a spiritual practice.
Different Buddhas, all the Buddhas, different names and different colors, but then all Buddhas' teachings, all the practice, different mantras, but all the purpose is the benefit to beings. Their own mind to tame. We are sufferings. We are suffering to, why is sufferings to our looking to happiness, but sufferings, we never tame our own ego. The ego is the wild dog and the monkey, our ego is the same thing, similar to different names, but actions are almost similar.
The result, the what is thing, the act,
Huh?
what is the same, Lama?
Monkey's mind, our ego, and then wild dog, this all the same. But then acting to look into happiness, but we to our causing to self, suffering causing.
So Lama says that the question is, what's this sutra seems similar to the green Tara practice, and what is the difference? And Lama said, well, the Buddhas have different names and they have different colors and so forth, but in the general, in a larger perspective, the Buddhas all want the same thing for all sentient beings, the same benefit for all sentient beings, which is that we tame our minds, because it is our minds that create the suffering that we experience. We don't know that. We think that we are going after happiness, but actually what we get is suffering. And what is it that is propelling us towards what we believe to be happiness, but is actually suffering? It is our mind. So Lama's saying the Buddhas want us to tame our mind, to pacify, so to develop mindfulness and to tame our mind. Our minds, Lama said, is like a wild dog or a wild monkey. That's what our minds are like now. And the Buddhas, out of their compassion, want to help us tame our minds. And that these kinds of practices are there for us, are there to help us do that.
So now we do things Buddha Dharma to offering Mandala, then dedication to beings.
So we're on page 2 of this handout.
Sundam deye tamche zeba
Jega Namche Bala Chubai Zole Joa Joa Shu Jamba Pao Jeda Chimba Dang Kundu Sambo Deya Dijin Deda Kunji Jisu Dalu Jin Gewa Dida Tamje Radu Mu Gewa Diye Jiwo Kun Sona Yishe Zozoni Sona Yishe Lejuma Tamba Kunye Toba Shu Sanje Kosu Nyimbe Jana Dang Chenye Minje Dembe Jana Dang Gende Minje Dembe Jana Ji Jeda Mawa Mola Druba Shu
English.
By virtue of offering to you, Buddha, visualize before me this mandala built on a base resplendent with flowers, saffron, water, and incense, adorned with Mount Meru and the four continents, as well as the sun and moon. May all sentient beings share its effects. By this merit may beings gain omniscience and defeat all the enemies that harm them. Thus may they be liberated from this world, which is like an ocean disturbed by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death. I dedicate all this merit that I may follow in the footsteps of the heroic Manjushri, who knows the truth of the essential nature of things and of Kuntu Zampo too. Through this virtue may all beings gather the accumulations of merit and awareness. May they obtain the two supreme kayas which arise from merit and awareness. By the blessing of the three bodies of the Buddha being pleased, by the blessing of the truth of the Dharma itself being unchanging, and by the blessing of the wishes of the Sangha being unwavering.